Well, it is time to think about spring break, Zane, but it may not feel like spring later this week.
Yeah, we do have some spring break weather, Todd, but we've also got some, January type of weather here as well. So let's jump into it. Some big changes coming as we head into this week. As far as the high impact stuff, it's looking likely that we're going to at least have some snow coming back to Iowa as soon as late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Right now, the most likely location would be you folks up in northwest Iowa, possibly even some heavy snow. And if it does end up being heavier snow, we're going to have some wind to blow it around with too. Much of the state's going to be seeing 50+ mile-per-hour wind gusts as our next weather system comes our way again on Wednesday, and that could cause us some issues, as we saw about a week and a half ago. Might see a little bit of a repeat of that sort of situation. Quiet otherwise outside right now across much of Iowa. Temperatures you saw earlier, 40s to around 50 degrees. There's warmer air to our west out towards parts of Nebraska, highs in the 60s out that direction. Winds are lighter out there too, and winds are actually shifting to more of a southerly direction. That's going to be the first weather change that comes our way here tonight. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the next 2 or 3 days we're going to show you here, so kind of buckle in with me. First off tonight, the winds, they're fairly light initially as sort of high pressure passes overhead, but then we shift them to the south overnight and they start to strengthen. I don't think we'll see probably gusts this strong into tomorrow morning, not 35 miles per hour, but maybe some 25 mile per hour gusts into the early part of your Monday. And then during the day tomorrow, we definitely will see stronger gusts. Winds come out of the south and west, gusts up towards about 35-ish miles per hour. So good amount of sunshine and definitely a lot more warmth. No 40s or 50-degree highs tomorrow. We're jumping up into the 60s to 70s across much of central Iowa. That's going to be real dry air too. So the high fire danger is going to be back with us here to start off the week. St. Patty's Day, it's going to be a warm one this year around. Sometimes you get some snowflakes. We're delaying that a little bit longer this year. Here as we head into Tuesday then, still some warmth. I think a few more clouds though. Winds start to shift around to, in southern Iowa, a southerly breeze, more of an easterly breeze across northern Iowa. A boundary will set up across the state. So I think if you're up to, let's say, about Highway 30, you still got a good chance of 70s, 60s to maybe upper 50s into northern and northwest Iowa Tuesday. And then that front is going to be where low pressure develops here as we head towards Tuesday night. And that's going to track our way into Wednesday morning. This is when the weather really starts to get active here. Winds starting to gust. We first see a shower or two, maybe even a thunderstorm after midnight into Wednesday morning before the sun comes up. And about that same time, snow will be starting to fall across northwestern Iowa. With, at the same time, we might be having 60-degree temperatures into parts of southeastern Iowa. And that snow, see these wind gusts? Those are going to be, the snow is going to be blowing pretty well, about 45, 55 mile per hour gusts out of the north to northwest. The winds, the snow is going to be probably falling first northwest Iowa early in the morning, and then that rain snow line will try to crawl eastward through the day here into the middle of the state on Wednesday. It remains to be seen how much of snow really accumulates here, let's say Des Moines, Ames, and eastward from there. But if you look into that darker blue color, let's say Denison, Carroll, up towards Rockwell City, Fort Dodge, Humboldt, Algona, and Mason City, you would be the folks I would be thinking maybe you could get several inches of snow. Now, the blizzard potential for Wednesday, it's going to depend exactly what kind of snow we get. Is this kind of, sticky snowball snow, or can we lighten it up, get a little bit more powdery, because then it'll blow pretty easily. So keep your eye on Wednesday's forecast. After that system gets out of here, then we'll make things a little quieter after that. Upper 40s and sunshine, a lot less wind for Thursday. A quick system could bring us a few more showers, just rain, late Friday, and then another chance of some rain is looking far off into the future next Sunday.